What's going on, Pats Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Ken's Pats Talk Patriots podcast. I appreciate all y'all joining me. And as always, share and you subscribe, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot. Um, they had the owners' meetings today up in Arizona. Robert Kraft spoke. Belichick spoke. We know Belichick didn't say much. So when he do say something, it really rings bells. But he didn't say much today. He talked a little about Mac Jones, all-season moves, how he finished last year, future plans for this year, coaching and all that. Didn't give us a lot much. Robert Kraft, however, did give us a lot. Um, Dropped a couple bombshells today. Lamar Jackson, which I'm gonna get into in a little bit. The Matt Patricia, Joe Judge, a lot of coaches from last year. I mean, it was a lot of talk today at those owners meetings, man, and things are starting to heat up. But I want to start out and talking about Jerry Jeudy. The Broncos came out recently and said they're not going to trade Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton. Me personally, I think that's smoke screen. I think they're going to trade one of them, if not both. As the draft gets closer, I think right now I think they're asking for a first round pick, but and they're not getting that obviously. So I think as the draft draws near, and right now we're a month from the draft. It's already March 27th. The first draft date. The draft starts April 27th. I think as the draft gets closer, the Broncos are going to budge a little bit because they need a first round pick. As we remember, they don't have a first round pick because they got rid of that in the Russell Wilson trade to Seattle. So they don't have that. They did not have a first round pick this year or next year, I believe. They got some twos and three, but they don't have a first round pick. So I think as the draft gets near, Broncos going to budge a little bit. And I think they'll end up, if the Patriots are still interested in Jeudy, I think they'll take a second and a third to get it done. Maybe second or fourth probably get it done for Jeudy. I think it'll probably get it done. And me personally, I think it's a good move. You send a second there, or I think they said they'll go with a second or a second and a player. So I think either or, I think Jeudy makes the offense exponentially better immediately. You get him on a rookie deal. You can pick up his fifth-year option, and you can send him next year. He played with Matt Jones in college at Bama. I think you bring in the Miller O'Brien into the system, and we need that number one. I'm not saying he's the number one right now, but he does have the potential to be a number one. That's what the Broncos thought they were getting from him to be a number one. He's had a few injuries. The Broncos had a lot of stuff going on at the quarterback position. At the quarterback position the past couple of years, coaching, quarterback, just injuries, a lot of things, and it kind of hampered Jeudy from being what I think he can be. Because I like the Jerry Jeudy coming out. I really did. I thought he could be a really good player for Denver, whatnot. What's going on, Tony? What's up? What's up with you, man? Um, yeah, I just really think that if we can get him and you add him with Juju Smith-Schuster, you add him with a Taquan Thornton, you add him with what we got, I think the sky's the limit for the Patriots offense. I really do believe that the sky will be the limit for us. We can add him there, man. What's going on with you, Tony? Um, I feel like if we can get Jeudy, like I said, with Juju Thornton, if we get Jeudy, probably got to trade either Kendrick Bourne or Devontae Parker. Probably get rid of one of them, if not both, because we're gonna have a lot. We'll probably just get rid of one of them. But if we get Jeudy, I still want to draft a wide receiver later on the round, maybe third or fourth round, like a Josh Downs or something like that. If he's not gone, Rasheed Rice, Jaden Reed would be a good pickup for us. That you're trying to hear what got to say about Jeudy. Oh man, I'm a big Jerry Jeudy fan, a huge Jeudy fan, man. I think if we can get him, boy, it'd be big for our offense. Like that's what I'm talking about now, man. I think we need Jeudy. I think Denver, as the draft gets near, I think they're gonna get rid of him. I think they'll let him go for a second. They're not gonna do it now, but I think as the draft draws near, they're gonna get rid of him for a second. I really believe that. Really believe it, man. I think it'd do wonders for your quarterback to build around him, man. It would be big if we can build around him in year three. And this is a huge year for Mac Jones, man, because I think we should go to the cheaper route, but still the same stat wise since coming in. Yeah, I agree. Much cheaper. I really believe then he's on that rookie contract. We can extend him. I think next year and pick up his option. So I think that you made a good point there. I think trading for D Hop, he'll be 31 when the season starts. Just don't think it makes too much sense. I don't think it makes sense, man. I don't feel we're a wide receiver away from winning the Super Bowl, and I'm sure D Hop want to go somewhere we can win a Super Bowl probably next year. I still think we need a couple pieces for we can be Super Bowl caliber. I never was all in on D Hop. Never really wanted D Hop the age, and then we need a separator and somebody that can get deep. D Hop does not bring you that. He is a number one receiver, and he makes a lot of makes a lot of contested catches and whatnot, but he's not. We already got Juju for that, and Juju's a good number two. You got Taquan Thornton. Hopefully, if Taquan Thornton, he's the big ill. If he can make a big year two leap, that'd be good. That'd do wonders for our offense. Exactly. Yeah, D Hop is not what we need right now. Two wide receivers I would be happy with, or Jeudy. Yeah. Well, Peoples Jones from the Browns. I don't really like the fit, man. He's a big body, not a deep threat, not a big separating. I think we got a bunch of those guys right now. Parker, Juju doesn't really get much separation, so I don't like the fit of Don People Jones. But Cleveland might deal him all because they got Cooper, they got Elijah Moore, um, they still got what's the wide receiver? Somebody help me out. They got last year out of Purdue, I think. Was it Purdue? I can't think. He's pretty solid. I want the Patriots to draft, and they got him. They got somebody else too, and I think they've been in on Jeudy too. But I think if it comes down to Patriots and Browns, who won't do it? I think the Patriots, because the Patriots got the higher pick. And for one, Browns don't even have a first round pick. And I don't know where they're picking at right now in the second, but I think we got the 46th pick. So I think the Broncos will take that before they take anything Denver has to offer. That's what I feel. That's how I feel about it. But I just think he changes our offense so much, man. Just get adding a Jerry Judy already with Mike Gesicki, uh, Hunter Henry, Taquan Thornton. If he can make that year two leap, it's gonna do wonders for the offense. Would you do a Parker for Peoples Jones? They're basically the same guy. I think Peoples Jones a little younger. I just keep Devontae Parker. I'll probably keep Parker. I know the thing with Parker is he doesn't stay healthy, but I think I'll keep Parker. I'd rather just keep Parker, man. And I'm not really a huge fan of Donovan Peoples Jones. I just don't see it with him. Yeah, I think he's good as a number two, number three option, opposite of Mari Cooper and Elijah Moore. I think he's going to do good this year though with those two guys there. He's not number one. We need a number one. We need a number one wide receiver. I feel if we can get that, we'll be all right. That's what we need, number one. I think Jeudy, his potential and his upside brings that more to the Patriots than a Donovan People Jones, a D Hop. And now, can you get D Hop? You only gonna have about a good year or two, and then D Hop's probably gonna be. I mean, he'll be 33 in 2 years. So I just think just add it. It wouldn't make sense. Wouldn't make sense whatsoever. I just don't see it. But we get if we can get Jeudy, which I said I think the deal will get done really soon. I think that deal's gonna get done soon. If we can get him, it's gonna be huge, man. I've seen people I've seen people just keep getting better each year. Truly think he could be a star, but Jeudy would be a star. Yes, sir. Jerry Jeudy would be an automatic star. Jeudy would be a star in the offense. I don't see it with Donald People Jones. I think with Jeudy, what you're going to get, I think you're banking on the potential, the upside with Jerry Jeudy. That's why I think you're more so banking on with Jerry Jeudy. I think you're banking on the upside, and I think that'll be huge. That's exactly what I believe. He's young. I only think Jerry Judy's 25 years old. Give me a minute. Let me see. I think he's 25, 26. I don't think he's no older than 25. I'm banking on the upside. What we're gonna get from Jerry Judy. So I really believe that. But I want to talk about this Lamar Jackson, Judy and Jones, 23. Hey, hopefully, that's what I want. Hopefully, man. Because look at Tua. They got him Jalen Waddle. Look what they did with Jalen Hurts. They got him Devontae Smith. Like these teams are pairing quarterbacks with their classmates, with their college mates, their running mates, and in college and whatnot. And it's working out. It's working out real good for them. So hopefully we can do that with Matt Jones and pairing with Jerry Judy. That's the hope. Judy Jones. They both 23. Young, man. I thought you were saying we hope we can see Judy and Matt Jones together in 23. But yeah, they're young. Um, Lamar Jackson. Rumors came out today. I know Kraft said that Meek Mill texted him and said that Lamar Jackson wants to be a Patriot. Oh, I don't see it happening, but I wouldn't be fine of it happening maybe next year. Let's see what Matt Jones can do with Bill O'Brien, and if he doesn't pin out this year, maybe next year. I think next year it'll be. I would be more off the saying it happen next year, just not this year because you're doing a disservice by if you get them this year, and then with Bill O'Brien, you're like, why bring in Bill O'Brien if you're just gonna be out on Mac Jones? It doesn't really make sense. So I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it for this year. I just wouldn't. It doesn't make sense to me. Just doesn't. I wouldn't do it this year. But man, if he does come to us, boy, the AFC East. Mm, you got Aaron Rodgers with the Jets, Tua with the Dolphins. They just picked up his fifth-year option. Josh Allen in Buffalo. Man. Things gonna look good for the AFC East. All right, we are second behind the Colts as favorites. But, yeah, I think he'll do good with the Colts too. I think he do good with the Colts too. I don't want to, because I'm a big Mac Jones fan. I don't want Lamar coming right now. I want to see because look what happened last year at Mac Jones. You had a defensive play caller calling the offense. And that messed up Mac Jones last year. So I'm like, we don't even know for sure what we got in Mac. So why are we just gonna jump and you're gonna have to break up your team to get Lamar Jackson? So it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all, man. Let me see what Mac can do with Bill O'Brien. If he does good and you Mac's your guy, if not, then if Lamar's still in Baltimore, then you go get Lamar. But I don't want to do it right now. I don't want to bet on Mac right now, man. I do not want to do it. Cost wise, Ev Lamar. He said cost wise, Ev Lamar. Yeah, because bro, we're gonna have to give up 2 warrants, probably a couple first round pick this year and next year. And Baltimore, they're gonna want to do that deal before the draft, so they're gonna take off 14 from this year. And then you got to trade Mac Jones. And what you think you'll get from Mac Jones? Probably a second round. You're not gonna get a first. I know we drafted him in the first round, but you're not getting a first round pick for Mac Jones. Probably a second. Probably a second round pick. You're not gonna get a first for Mac. So, oh man, boy, it's gonna be interesting. I think they're gonna try to do that. They want to do it before the draft because Baltimore wants something this year. And Lamar came out with that statement today. So he asked for a trade on March the 2nd. So, oh man, it's just a lot. It's gonna be a lot, man. But I would love to see how he would look up under Bill O'Brien. Cause I don't because he did have Deshaun Watson on the Saints. Mac plus a third for nah. I would love to get the most that we can get from Mac, but I don't think it's gonna happen like that, man. I don't think my potential. I would say if we do get Lamar, you gotta trade Mac for at least. If we can get a first, that would be great. Because we're forgetting. We're gonna have to give up draft picks for Lamar, and then we gotta pay him. He's gonna want to get paid, so we're gonna have to restructure that contract. We're gonna have to fit him on the team, make the trade, give it. So you're blowing up your team, and you got to pay him. Not this year, man. I like our team as it is, and like Bill Chick said today, it's just March. The season don't start until September. There's no meaningful games getting played until about 5 months out. About 5 months out. You stay with Matt. If it doesn't work out this year, then you can revisit that next year if Lamar's still a Raven and if they haven't agreed to a bigger contract. But I would say just stay. It's no point. No point in doing it. I don't want to see what Matt. I really believe in Mac, man. I really believe in him. So I don't see the point in doing it right now. And I just think that you're doing your quarterback a disservice by doing that. I think you're doing him a big disservice by doing it. But hell, if we can get for Mac Jones, if we get a third or fourth, hey, I would do that quick. That we could get a first for Mac without giving a 3-4. I'd rather chill with Mac and see what Fred's looking like if he failed. That's what I just said. Yeah. Couldn't say it no better. And I think it'll work out for everybody, man. Because I don't think this Lamar situation. You think Lamar gonna play this year for Baltimore? Because he already wants to be traded. He's calling it a business decision. Do you think he's gonna play this year for Baltimore? Because if not, well, if he goes, let's just say he goes to Washington, which I think is a good pick, a good fit for him. Well, then we're out on Lamar. We're not gonna be able to get Lamar. You're not gonna be able to get him. He's out because Washington, they got the money. They're gonna pay him. Atlanta, they can pay him. So I mean, if we want Lamar, it has to be done this year. Lamar. It'll cost him a lot if he does sit out, but he did do it on the second half last year. He didn't even play the playoff game. Lamar would sit out 100%. Yeah, he just got to pull the Eli. Hey, Tony, you crazy, but yeah. Hey, that's another way to get what you want. But if I'm Baltimore, you want to get this situation resolved before the draft because you want some capital for them right now. You want some draft capital for it. And I think you can get a couple first, maybe and they're gonna go for the highest bidder. Whoever's giving them the highest offer, that's what Baltimore's gonna go for. So we can give them our 14th pick. They probably use that along with the pick they already got and move up in the draft. Maybe select an Anthony Richardson or something like that. I seen a couple mocks that have them going there. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happened there. It really is, man. But Kraft's Kraft's close with Meek Mill, and he said that Lamar wants to be a Patriot. When I first heard the news, I was like, no, not right now. Maybe next offseason. I'm a big Matt Jones fan. Give me another year at Matt. I want to see how Matt does, and then we can revisit it next year. And next year, I'll be all for it. Remember, I said that. I'll be all for it next year, just not this year. I just don't. I don't like the fit. I don't like it right now because you have to give up so much and you got to pay him. And they ain't gonna tell him what Baltimore's probably gonna be asking for an arm and a leg for Lamar. So I just don't. I don't see it, man. They got Lamar strapped down for at least two firsts either way. Yeah, at least two this year's first round and 2024. Then you're gonna have to pay him. So you're like, it's like you gotta pay him a lot. And then we got a lot of free agents next year. We got what 100 million cap space. Yeah, we got a bunch next year. But we got a bunch of free agents too. A bunch of guys that I want back. Duggar, Owenu, Uche, Bentley. We got a lot of guys. Jenny, like we got a lot of guys that we don't want to pay. Marty Stevenson contract gonna come up soon. Kristen Barmore, Jeudy being in his third year. Like, then you got to pay Mac. I mean, what you gonna do with Mac? You got to pay Mac. So like, oh God, you think this offseason with a lot of question marks? Next year it's gonna be a lot because we have a bunch. We have a bunch of free agents. Probably 60 after we sign. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah. So and you know that cap is gonna slowly slump. The more we have to give Lamar, it's gonna go down. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens, man. I can't wait, man. I'm ready for the draft. It's gonna be a big time event. I want to make it there so bad at Kansas City. Who knows? Might still do, but it's gonna be a big event, man. If me are in the draft, I want to go wide receiver or cornerback first round. I love Joey Porter. I love his tape, and we need a size at cornerback. He's very long, man. Joey Porter would be great for us. Joey Porter Jr. from out of Penn State, if we can get him, that'd be good. Zay Flowers, Jackson Smith, and Gigba, Jordan Addison. That's my draft crush, Jordan Addison. I love Mr. Jordan Addison. Pretty good. The wide receiver for Edge next year as well. Yeah, I think T. Higgins is headlines it next year. I think T. Higgins, I don't even want us to trade more than a third for wide receiver this year. Hey man, we're gonna have to give a lot more than a third. I mean, we want Jeudy, which is a big name that's already out there. He's probably gonna go for a first. And as we get close to the draft, they're probably gonna float a little bit, and they probably want a second and a fourth or a second and player. That's what Denver's gonna want. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, man. CD Lamb. Oh, Lamb is up after this year. Lamb, Jefferson, RU. I wouldn't mind RU. I'm bringing RU. Marquise Brown, really, Jeudy. Yeah. Oh man. Is that 2024 or 2025? Because I thought, well, that's if Denver picks up their option, though. If not, then yeah, Jeudy, dang, man. Oh, yeah. I guess Higgins is the year after then. Oh, yeah, the free agent class next year, it's gonna be deep. But Dallas probably gonna keep Lamb. Minnesota gonna work out something with Just. Oh, that's 24. RU, I can see RU. I can see San Fran let RU go because they just paid Debo. Marquise Brown, yeah. You got really Jackson will probably keep him and then Jeudy. Most will get picked back up, but yeah, it's crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm glad you pointed that out, Tony. Make sure you hit that subscribe button too if you ain't already subscribed. Man. So maybe we're thinking because we signed Juju for 3 years. So I would trade a second and born. That's the package that I said. I put it in the chat. That's exactly what I said. I would trade a second round pick and born for you. I said the same thing. And I think Denver get that because they're going to need because they got Patrick coming back from ACL tear. Hamlin just had surgery. You're going to keep Courtland Sutton if you get rid of Jeudy, and you give him Kendrick Bourne. Probably can draft one. They probably can land one in the draft. So a second round pick and Bourne, that's a perfect. We can keep our first round pick. So that'll be good for us. It'd be real good for us. Yeah. But back to Lamar Jackson coming over, whatnot. I don't want it to happen this year. Maybe next year I'll be fond of it. Just not this year, whatnot. I mean, you brought in Bill O'Brien. I'm assuming for Matt Jones. You didn't bring him in for Lamar Jackson. So let's see what you got in your third year. You're building around him. Taquan Thornton in his second year. Kendrick Bourne third year. Parker, Juju Smith-Schuster, and you got the tight end. Let's see what your quarterback can do with what you got, and then we go from there, man. That's what I think. I believe in Matt Jones. Big Matt Jones fan. They got so many wide receivers to not shock Jeudy. True. I couldn't trade Bourne. He Max next up safety cut. Yeah, but Mac was not Mac, but Bourne was in the dog. He was in the doghouse, and then every time he got on the field, it was either a penalty. He's running wrong route or something. There's always something with Bourne last year. So I kind of felt seeing why he was in the doghouse. So I mean, maybe hopefully he can get that stuff under wraps this year, man. I actually think Bourne could be a pretty good receiver. Look what he did his first year. Like he had like 800 yards and whatnot. Had a few big games, man. So I actually think Bourne could be good. He's like a better, more elusive Jacoby Myers. He gives you more than Jacoby Myers, I think. So and when we played Bourne last year, like he looked real good when we played him. Looked real good when we actually put him on the field. So we'll see what happens, man. I like what we got. If we can add Jeudy to Juju, Bourne, Parker, Thornton, you probably have to get rid of one of them. His ceiling is higher than Juju. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Having DJ Jones and having Jeudy back with Matt to take Matt to the next level. That's what I said as soon as I got out here about 20 minutes ago. That's exactly what I said. That's what I want to see. You got Tua with Waddle, Hurts with Devontae Smith, Burrow with Chase. Go ahead and it only makes sense that put Jeudy with Matt Jones and see what you got. If Mac ain't the guy, if he doesn't have a good year this year, then okay, there you go. You move on. I'd give away Parker over Bourne. That's a good one. Probably I say a second in Parker, but would Denver want Devontae Parker because they already got that. They already got that, and Cortland Sutton, he's basically a young Devontae Parker. They now one of them get separation. Can I do it? Okay, okay, I got you. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I don't know. So I think Parker and Bourne are basically like the same. I mean, Parker and Sutton are basically about the same receiver. So I don't know if they would do that. I don't know. They probably won't Bourne. Probably more upside with Bourne. And then Devontae Parker cannot stay healthy. He can't stay healthy, so I don't see it happening. Parker low key be nice in Broncos offense with Peyton. Know what you think, Tony? Mm. I just don't think they'll do it because they already got that guy in Cortland Sutton. I see that, yeah. Zay Flowers or Jerry Judy. Boy, that's a good one. Give me Judy because he's proven right now. You still got him for a couple years on that young rookie contract, and he went to Bama. Belichick loves his Bama guys. Play with Matt Jones. I think you already know how I feel about the wide receiver position. I like Zay Flowers. I'm a big Jordan Addison guy, so JSN or Judy. I want Judy, the more proven guy. I want Judy. Peyton was able to make basically. Yeah, he did. Got Marquis Colston, Devery Henderson, Patton. What's the guy they just signed in Denver with the dreadlocks? It'll come to me in a minute. I think he played at Texas. I can't think of his name. They just signed him though. It always Marquez Callaway. They just signed him. He has some good plays with he had some good plays with the Saints. I actually like him. But Marquez Callaway, that's him. Tall X receiver. I think he would do good. I think he's gonna do good there. They just added him. And let's not forget they do got Tim Patrick coming back from injury. They got KJ Hamler just tore yeah. Oh yeah, Callaway. KJ Hamler, he tore his pectoral. He's gonna be out. So they probably not even gonna trade Judy now. They got a couple of injuries, but I still think they're gonna trade him. I guarantee like what happened last year. The Eagles traded for AJ Brown, Cardinals traded for Hollywood Brown. I guarantee this year it's gonna be something. It's gonna be a crazy night on draft. And you know the NFL is mainly these teams. It's a deadline league. A lot of this stuff happens when the deadlines draw near. When it has to happen. Because Denver gonna want something this year. I think if it goes beyond the draft, they'll keep him. But I think if they're gonna trade this, will be before the draft. Speaking of cost of Lamar, I still I'd rather trade for a player of Diggs caliber, like Stephon. Yeah, and then like pair him, trade for Jeudy, and see what he can do. See what he can do with Matt Jones. We didn't know Josh Allen would look like that with Stephon Diggs. All right, what you think of Ed Oliver out of Buffalo? I didn't know that. I got to do some research. I didn't know that. Hey, that'll be good. He ain't got to worry about sitting in the division no more. But I think he wants to get paid too. I think this is like his 4th year, so I think it's time for him to get paid too, 4th or 5th year. So the Bills did sign Taylor Rapp today, man. That made me mad right there because I actually wanted him with the Patriots. So he visited with us like last week, I think, the first week of free agency. So I actually wanted Taylor Rapp with the Patriots, but I think we probably go safety in the draft. Who's some good safety targets? Have y'all looked at the draft? Who's some good safety targets I think we should target? I like Battle out of Alabama, Brian Branch. Okay, appreciate that. It's somebody nobody's talking about that's going to be traded on draft night. We didn't know AJ Brown was going to get traded for. Is it? Yeah, I agree. Brian Brent, yes sir. He nice. He reminds me of Cal Duggar a little bit. He's a little faster than Duggar though, but I see him all over the field. I don't know if he's a corner, safety, linebacker. I've just seen him do a lot of daggone things. I like Brian Brent. He looks like a Patriot, and you know Belichick loves those Bama guys. He looks just like a Patriot, so I definitely can see that. Wouldn't mind that whatsoever. Wouldn't mind it. Would not mind that, man. Because right now at safety, you got Phillips. Watch out for Bledsoe. Let's see what Bledsoe going to do. You got Phillips, Bledsoe, Peppers, um, Duggar. I mean, Jalen Mills probably going to be safety this year. So I think we're okay with safety. Maybe we can get by. But if the right player is there, let's go ahead and get them. But that's cool, Tony. What I was going to say, though, I actually think we're good right now at safety. But we get it. So if a player fall to us, you got to jump on it. I think you got to. But my dream scenario before I get off for the night, my dream scenario is at 14 we get Joey Porter at 14, and then in the second round I want us to get like because the top receiver's gonna be going, so maybe like a Josh Downs, Jaden Reed, something like that, or I guess you can go tackle. But in the first round at number 14, I'll be happy with Joey Porter, Quentin Johnston, Jackson Smith and Gigba, or Jordan Addison. I'd be happy with. I think it's too early to draft Zay Flowers at 14. I wouldn't want to get him right there. But if you can trade back into the first and give him, that'd be great. But my number one at 14 is Joey Porter. I'm going Joey Porter. If he's not there, you got to get the best receiver on the board. I think we can address offensive tackle in the 3rd round. I mean, it's a good class. I won't wait too late to address it, but I actually think we can address the offensive line in the 3rd round, and we're good at drafting on the offensive line. So I would go, like I said, at number 14, I'm going with that. If we don't trade it for Jerry Jeudy, Joey Porter's where I would go. I'm happy with Joey Porter, Addison, or any of the top receivers at that pick. I know it's on the list that he would be gone within top 6. I hope we answer some of our followers. That ain't happening, Tony. Cannot see that. I would want it to happen. You can never have too many pass rushers. I wouldn't mind it happening, but I doubt that happen. I truly doubt that. I truly doubt that'll happen. But hey, man, I appreciate all y'all joining me tonight, man. The comment section was lit tonight. That's the first, man. I just started my channel. Yes, sir. Just started my channel about a good month ago. Make sure y'all subscribe. Tune into my IG, my Twitter, and I do be in the Discord or whatnot. My IG is Ken's Pats Talk. I got another page out there, but don't follow that. Follow the one with the most followers. I got to get that page reported. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'll be bringing y'all weekly live Patriots content or whatnot. Try to go live about 3 times a week. Make sure you turn your notifications on. Leave a comment. Make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe. And hey, man, let's get it, man. Pats Nation, man. I appreciate it, man. Y'all have a good one for the night.